Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see two road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run with Scott. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe it's way better to get your Thursday night game out of the way early before the body has been through too much. So if you ask people on scheduling, they want to play it early, not late.
And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
It's a second down run with Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So that one will be accepted. Now Wentz on third down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A look at the starters now on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Block in the back. Offense.
Go. 280. Yeah, baby. Boom.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
Here we go.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back to throw. Fields. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. On first down, Scott. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, this is Scott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Off the bootleg, Fields. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the draw, it's Pumphrey. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
That's us. That's us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Wentz to throw, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2nd down and inches. Got an open man. It's Scott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Fields. He completes it to Tate. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make. Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess. And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though. Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game? Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. Over the middle, complete to Tate. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Right here.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, they dialed up the screen there, hoping that convoy of blockers could get out in front and get them enough yardage for the first down, but they were able to get there before he got to the sticks.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. From the 24, Wentz throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's caught. Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Right there, 56. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Fields. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And it's caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll host the Washington Redskins. Good stuff going on later in the afternoon as well, especially down in Miami, where it will be the Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Wentz. For Marshall, that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Come on, sack Mike. Took to Pittsburgh. Get the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Looking for Shepard deep, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And Thomas has it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got his man. This is Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the run, it's Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go, go, go.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He completes it to Tate. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this one's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. 2nd and 11. And he finds Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wentz now on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle first down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On first down, Fields. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the veteran tackle, Mitchell Schwartz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Fields. This is Shepard on the catch.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Penny. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Penny. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You got him. You got it.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught. It's Thomas. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Penny, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Penny, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Face mask. Defense.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.